Yo, what's up guys, Jack here, and today we're taking a look at a couple of GTX 1080 graphics cards. And when I say a couple, it's because I've got a non-reference and two reference cards. So we're going to be taking a look at them both, running some games and doing a few little tests. And I decided that I'd do this one live. Normally I kind of record the footage and then write a script over the top, but I thought for the sake of this video, I'd actually show you the games running in real time and exactly the sort of performance and graphics options that you can expect from cards like these. Okay, so the first one we're taking a look at is the Asus Republic of Gamers Strix GTX 1080. This thing is a monster, as you can see, and it actually comes with a custom heatsink and cooling solution, so it's a lot cooler than the reference design card, and therefore that means that out of the box it comes at a higher overclock speed, and you can overclock it yourself if you want a bit more. There's a neat little program you can get on the desktop where you've got a few profiles. If you don't want to use the profiles, that's okay. You can still tweak it yourself and use whatever you like. Now, because of that cooling solution, it means that this card runs a lot cooler than the reference card, as I just said, and that means there's not going to be much throttling, which is great because the GPU boost is going to stay at a high speed. And when I'm gaming on this thing, normally it's boosting by itself in the OC mode to over 2 gigahertz. So that's just insane, over 2 gigahertz on a GPU. You can also change the colors on this card as well. You can have pretty much any color you desire, pink, green, orange, whatever you like. You can have it so it strobes, you can have it so it flashes, you can have it permanently on if you want, or even you can have it sync in time with some music. I don't know why you'd ever want to do that, but maybe that's just something that you can show your friends and have a bit of a laugh with. So enough of the waffle, let's get on and see some actual gaming performance, because that's what I care about. That's probably what you care about. There won't be any benchmarks or anything. I'm just going to load up some games, run them, show you guys the settings, and see exactly what sort of performance we get with the first card, the Asus Strix 1080. So then, what better game to start with than Star Wars Battlefront? Obviously this looks gorgeous, probably one of the best looking games you can get at the moment. And if I just go into the settings here, you can see what this is running at. So video, we've got 4K resolution at the moment. Everything is absolutely maxed out. Motion blur's turned off because I don't like it. Resolution scale 100%. Ultra, 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 ultra. FXAA on high, ultra, it's all ultra, okay? You can't really get it looking better than this. Now, in the top left there, you're going to see the frame rate. And I think I was just killed. Now I'm using a controller, obviously, I'm not going to be leaning in front of the screen, but in the top left there, you'll see the frames per second. So this is 4K on ultra settings, and I'm getting like 70 frames a second. On one GPU at 4K. Like that's just insane. I mean, you can see sometimes it drops to like 58, but it's hovering around 60 FPS, right? One GPU, and my aim is awful on controller, but you get the point. Like, this thing is just a monster. Back in again. This is the nighttime map on Hoth. It's very pretty, this one. Yeah, so I'm just using an Xbox controller at the moment, but 60 FPS on one GPU, and I'll tab out in a second, and you can see the software, and you'll see the boost clock on the graphics card, and I'm dead. That's a better time than any to tab out. So I'm going to tab out now. I was using fraps there, but you can see here. Check this out, right? I am going to zoom into this so you can see it. GPU clock, the max that we hit there was 2038. And the max temperature was 72. So that's perfectly fine and playable. And we've got all our stats here. These are the different modes you can run. OSC mode, gaming mode, silent mode. So that's in 4K with one GPU. I mean, that is just ridiculous performance. I just knocked the camera a bit there, but whatever. So as you can see, it's pretty beastly on Battlefront, right? Let's go check something else out. So what about some BF4 then? As you can see here, 4K, motion blur turned off because I don't like it, weapon depth of field is on, and everything on the right hand side is on ultra, and we've even got 2x MSAA on, so the game looks absolutely fantastic. As you can see, it's beautiful. And pay attention to the frame rate again in the top left hand corner. 60 to 70 FPS, we're in the 50s at the moment. And I know you guys can't really see how good this looks because obviously I'm recording this on a 1080p. Well, it's recording at 1080p. I wonder if I can get a kill on PC with the controller. That'd be really embarrassing if I actually managed to kill someone. But of course, Toxic Bubblegum 2 was destined to kill me there with his RPK. But the point is, look at the frame rate there. This is at 4K. Everything's absolutely maxed out. It looks amazing. I mean, I know you guys can't really appreciate the texture quality here and the resolution, but it's very nice. I'm actually going to try and get a kill. Oh, bro, I'm sorry. You shouldn't have ran into it, dude. I mean, it was kind of obvious it was there, but whatever. But yeah, the lighting quality is great. It's fantastic. I'm going to drop down here and see if we can find some fighting. You see, it's dropping into the 40s and the 50s there, where we've got a bit of explosions, a few particle effects, but here we go. I'm just going to full auto. That's the only way I could possibly get a kill. Okay, so excellent frame rate. Now, what if you're a super hardcore competitive player and you've got a 144 Hertz or 165 Hertz monitor and you play at 1080p? So I'm going to switch to that resolution now. And let's say we go with like the high preset. Okay, so the game still looks pretty good, but we're playing at 1080. The point is we want to get as many frames per second and be super competitive. Let's see the frame rate now. 200 FPS, guys. 200 FPS at 1080p on the high detail preset. That's just nuts. So if you've got one of those monitors that puts out that sort of frequency, then you're going to see all of those frames. You're going to see all of those frames. So it's going to be smooth as butter, and that's not going to be affecting your gaming performance at all. And you can do all the 360 MLG no scopes that you want. Nothing's going to be holding you back, basically. So just absolutely insane performance at 1080p. And I will show you another game on 1080p a bit later, but now we're going to switch to Overwatch and see what we get. Right then, cheeky bit of Overwatch. Everyone's addicted to this game at the moment. We've got 4K resolution there. Frame rate limit's off. Graphics quality is on epic, 100% resolution scale. Everything is absolutely maxed out here. SMAA is on as well. And let's see the sort of performance we get. So around 60 FPS in the base here. I'm just playing against bots at the moment because if I was playing against real people, I'd get wasted. But this game, even though it looks cartoony, it's actually really, really pretty in 4K, especially when you've got it all on the epic settings. But 70 FPS right now. It's a 5v5 game, of course. And it looks very nice and it runs very smooth. As you can see, the only reason I got a kill there was because I'm playing against bots, of course. But whatever, I'll take it. Overwatch runs great on this card at 4K. 60 FPS, 70 FPS, and it looks amazing. It's a very pretty game, just like I said. Can we actually kill them as they're coming out of their spawn here? God, these robots suck, man. Of course they do. What am I talking about? So there you have it. That's Overwatch. There's Tracer, my favourite character. Come back here, Tracer. Let me look at you. And maybe you can even see Widowmaker's booty in 4K. That would be a sight to behold. Get off me, Roadhog. Right, it's time. Justice from above. Oh, but that's play of the game right there, boys. That's 4K play of the game. I'll take it. How about some Doom at 1080p? Let's take a look at the settings. 1080 in advanced. We've got everything on ultra, and yes, nightmare quality as well. A lot of people didn't realise there's actually nightmare quality in this game, but there is. And this is actually one of the best looking, most well optimized games I've played in a long while. And just look at the frame rate. 1080p, all absolutely maxed out. 120 FPS. Sometimes it's going higher than that, but we're staying above 100. Dropping to 90 there. Cheeky BFG, because why not? I mean, you might as well, right? Just keep an eye on the frame rate there, top left. This game looks incredible. It really looks amazing. And it runs fantastic on this graphics card as well. Cheeky glory kill there. But even when the action hots up, oh, the Revenant wants some, does he? Oh, you want some as well. Luckily, this game has a little bit of auto aim on PC with the controller, so I'm not terrible. Oh, here we go. Revenant's gonna get it. Oh, we punched his head off. Unlucky. Revs. That's what they call him on the street. Revs. Oh, you get the picture. The performance is just obscene. It's obscene. So there we have it. That's a look at the Asus Strix GTX 1080 graphics card and the sort of performance numbers that you're going to get. Like I said, I do like to show you guys real performance numbers here. I'm not into benchmark, so you saw a mix there. Some games at 4K, some games at 1080. And the card runs very cool. You can overclock it even more than it comes out of the box as well. So it gets a thumbs up from me. Now then, I had to ask the question, what if we had two GTX 1080s? What would the performance be like then? Because someone has to do this, guys. Someone's got to test this kind of stuff, and I'm stepping up to the plate. I'm going to be the guy that SLIs 1080s and sees exactly what sort of performance we're going to get, starting with Crisis 3 at 4K, absolutely maxed out. Let's do this. Okay guys, Crisis 3 running in 4K, very high everything. It's absolutely maxed out. GTX 1080 in SLI. It's doing around 70 to 80 frames per second. And my God, this looks gorgeous. I will be kind of switching between real footage and shadow play footage. So hopefully you guys can get some idea of how good this looks. I've been absolutely battered by that sentry gun over there. Should we take that? Why not? Let's take that. See if we can get rid of this problem here. But Crytek, I guess, have always been known for creating games that kind of push the envelope and look awesome, and this is absolutely no exception. It looks ridiculously good. And I don't think I've seen the frame rate drop below 60. It's just hovering around 70 to 80 frames per second at 4K. 4K, guys. Like, these graphics cards are ridiculous. I have to admit though, the Founders Edition in SLI, the fans have actually ramped up quite a bit, and I'm guessing that you might be able to slightly hear that on the microphone. It's a lot noisier than the Asus Strix graphics card, but of course that has a custom heatsink and cooling solution on it. This is just the reference model, the founders model if you will, but the frame rate is just absolutely killing it. And I suppose if you don't care about noise and you've got your headset on, then it ain't really going to make a difference anyway. Basically, you get an insane performance here in SLI. On Crisis 3, it looks incredible. It looks like a CGI film sometimes. So there you have it. That's Crisis 3 at 4K on the SLI 1080s. Okay, so we know that one GTX 1080 can do Battlefront pretty easily at like 70, 60 frames per second. Two, which I've got at the moment in SLI, two Founders Editions, is kind of hovering around 110 frames per second, which is obscene really. At 4K, this is a very smooth experience. Just prove that this is running at 4K. There it is, 4K. And if a company wants to come along and make a 4K 100Hz monitor, is that even possible? I don't know, but this would be the game to play on that monitor, because you can actually get that sort of frame rate with two of these cards. So I know we've already shown Battlefront, and I wanted to do something just ridiculous to see if I could break the game. Not actually break the game or break the cards, but just really push these cards to their limit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the video options. I'm going to put the resolution scale at 200%. So 200% of 4K. Oh, it's chugging a little bit. Let's see what we've got. We've actually got nearly 40 FPS at 200%, 200% resolution scaling at 4K. I mean, this is obscene. Is it playable? If you like 30 FPS, I think. I mean, I know lots of console games still run at 30 FPS, and we're not dropping below 30 FPS here. So yeah, I'd say this is playable. 4K, 200% resolution scaling with GTX 1080 SLI. on Star Wars Battlefront, all completely maxed out. It's possible. It's possible, guys. But this just looks incredible. I know this isn't coming across, but the texture quality is just obscene right now. Let me go see if I can find someone to shoot at. That'd be good, wouldn't it? And this is a full server, by the way. Look, there's 40 people playing on this server right now. Here's some people. Let's just go see if we can take a look at their character models, maybe. No one ever stands still, though, do they? That's the problem. Come on, catch up with him. Hey, stand still, buddy. There he is in all his high fidelity, high resolution glory. Boom. Good. So there you go, guys. GTX 1080 in SLI. It's pretty ridiculous. And there's a kill, boys. Controller kill on PC. Let's go. But I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. I know it was kind of random at the end here, but that's the whole point of it, I suppose, just to show what the performance is of these cards. And it's kind of obscene, to be honest, the kind of FPS that you get. But there you go. If you enjoyed the video, please do let me know. Leave a comment down below. And also a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. That's absolutely fine. And I'm sure I'll put some links down in the description below for the products featured in this video. So if you want to go and check them out for yourself, you can. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Oh my god, look at that. That looks so good. Anyways, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.